My name is Paul Wolliver. I'm the owner of Pinellas Power Products. And this is my extended runtime fuel kit for 224cc dual fuel, dual voltage generators manufactured by the Zonson Group. The Zonson Group does not sell directly to the public. They manufacture generators for other companies such as PowerSmart and WIN. During this video, I will be demonstrating it using a WIN 6800, which is sold as a 6800 watt peak power generator, 5300 watt continuous duty. Real quickly, if you are watching this video on YouTube and you would like to get more information about it, please do not put a question in the comments section. I do not monitor the comments on YouTube or any of the chat rooms. I simply don't have the time. If you look in the description section of this video, you'll see that there is a link to my website, and on my website you'll see my email address and my phone number. If you don't see the answer on my product page or in the videos or in the text or in the FAQ section, you can contact me directly by phone or by email. With that out of the way, the most common question I get from customers is, can I still use the stock fuel tank with your kit installed? And the answer is yes, absolutely. And I'm going to demonstrate that in a little bit. The next most common question I get is, do you ship to Canada? And the answer is yes, I do. That's why it says we ship worldwide at the top of every page on my website. The next most common question I get is it gravity feed? Does the fuel tank need to be above the generator? And the answer is no, it is not gravity feed. There is a pump and a delivery valve and other items covered in the installation instruction video that are installed in the generator. So operation is straightforward and simple. In addition to all the items that are installed inside the generator, you'll get a quick disconnect fitting that you put in your remote tank. This one already has one. You will also get a fuel hose, and the fuel hose has an arrow, and the arrow points in the direction of fuel flow. So you'll take the hose and connect the supply end to the fuel tank. Then you will connect the output end to the generator. If your generator has a manual fuel shutoff valve, open it. If your generator has a manual fuel vent, go ahead and open that. Now, this hose, when you first get it, is going to be full of air. And you're going to need to pump it and prime the system. In order to prime the system, move the fuel selector knob to the run position. And what it's going to do when you pump the prime bulb is it's going to pull gasoline out of the remote tank, fill the hose full of gasoline, and push any air into the stock tank where it will be vented out through the stock tank vent. Once you feel fuel flowing through this, go ahead and move the fuel selector valve to the off position. Now, if this generator were cold, in order to start it, you would move the fuel selector knob to the choke position and then press the start button. And once it was running, you would move it to the fuel off position when you're running it off the remote tank, or move it to the run position if you're running it off the stock tank. So just remember, fuel off position for the remote tank and run position for the stock tank. That's all you have to remember. This particular generator has already been run earlier today, and it's a fairly warm day here in Florida, so I don't think I'm going to need choke. So to run the generator, I'm going to move the fuel selector knob to the fuel off position because we're running off the remote tank. And then you press this button, and on the WIN, I think it's about a second or so. We're about to find out, huh? I guess it wasn't totally warmed up after all. It probably would have benefited from starting it with choke, but you do get the idea. So now if you wanted to run it off of the stock tank, you would disconnect this, push the fuel port back in to where it's recessed into the side of the cabinet, and you would run it in the run position. And of course, starting is the same way. And then to shut it off, if you have any questions about this, please get in touch with me by my website, and I thank you for your time.